My man, guys, all right, it is time for some more Haas games. So if you guys were just coming in on this one, this is the winners match of Group Stage 3, Group H. I don't know, I just chose a random, I think it's Group H or something like that, maybe G. Haas just 2-0 to Laser. What a legend. Did a cheeky cannon rush, had like a 6 Stargate follow-up, followed by a Robo to get out Immortals to wreck the Ravager Queen bust that Laser tried to counter with. It was brutal, it was good. And then he did his classic Haas PvZ build. The 3 mineral lines, 2 gases, Immortal Sentry charge lot timing attack. Beautiful, beautiful build. I absolutely love it. And I love the way this man down here plays it. His name in the blue is Haas. And he's going for a cannon rush against Terran? Oh my god, you're kidding me. This doesn't work against high-level players. This... Oh, unless you hide it. Oh no. Special's probably never hasn't played against this since he was in Masters League, man. He's like, no, dude, I'm like rank 10 GM on the Korean ladder. Like I don't... Oh, and this is a fake probe scout. Look at this. Wait. Oh, is he showing it? He's showing it. Oh, he doesn't even give a fuck. Haas is like, haha, bring it on. And that probe sees the SCVs, so Haas immediately blocks. And he's already blocked that gap. Oh my god. Haas. Oh, my man. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this cannon, there's not enough surface area. He's blocked too much surface area. I think Special could have got SCVs around the top side to get more surface area on that cannon. But no, he's focus firing the wrong cannon. That SCV needs to be focusing that one. Oh, Haas gets the cannons up. The SCVs are going to start to fall. These SCVs trapped down here now. And look at this. Special wants to keep him out of his main. But now the SCVs can't get back in there. Haas, with the unajuke, is taking down the Mexican Terran, or at least totally messing with his build. A Gateway's just started back at home. Sorry, guys. SCVs, one of them goes down. Probe wants to get up there to put down a pylon on the high ground. Notice how Haas needs to get the probe on the ramp to provide high ground vision. So he's doing this now, but this Marine on the left-hand side is going to shoo that probe away. Probe's going to have to wait to regen its shields, and that's going to be the end of this rush for now. He has fucked up Special's build. He wasted a lot of mining time. The orbital still has not started. That's huge. There's a bunker going down as well. Special, like, economically is actually just not in a great position right now. He's kind of in a really bad position economically because he doesn't have the orbital or a command center started. It's not like Haas's position is great, but I mean, if Haas's one goal in playing someone who's usually considered way better than him, someone like Special, Haas's goal is to fuck the game up, and that's exactly what he's done here. That probe finally goes down, lets the cannon get one more shot off. That's a very fast starport. Special, you got to get that orbital going, dude. Finally does get the orbital going. Now, on the plus side, he's got an incredibly fast factory and a starport. And I think he's just going to counter with a Hellion drop. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Of course, it's going to be very hard for Haas, whose Cybercore isn't even finished to defend something like that. But you know what? Haas is just macroing for now. He's got an expansion up. He's building more pylons. Probably going to just build a few stalkers and defend from there. This first Hellion is going to go scout. I like this choice because it's Special's first vision on the map. And that's going to allow him to do that. That mule, finally the first mule drops and is like, all right, boys, let me show you how the mining is done. And a Cyclone drop. Okay, yeah, Medevac and a Cyclone. Good choice. Hellion comes over, says, okay, yep. All right, I got to focus on macro. Right now, Special has to either decide to commit to a one base all in to punish Haas expanding, or he needs to get his own command center post-haste. I got to say post-haste. Never get to say that. Oh, Hellion gets a second kill. Wastes a bit of mining time. Good micro from Haas there. Actually kind of blocked that Hellion, though. Was a good move. A Cyclone and 4 Marines coming across. Now, he knows there's a shield battery, so there's no point attacking the front. This is just to meet up with the medevac, and he's just going to ferry up here and try to take down the Artosis pylon. If he can kill the Artosis pylon, he wins the game. Because there's only 2 stalkers out right now. I think a 3rd and 4th one will squeeze out in time. And Haas, I think he realizes, he's like, I might get dropped. He's building a Phoenix, but here we go. Special Get in that base. Get in there. Pick up the Cyclone. Oh, Haas. He knows. He's looking for it. He's so good at anticipating his opponent's plays. He spots it coming in, and the Cyclone was slow to unload. Special's doing hot pickups, but he still hasn't unloaded the Cyclone. Oh, no. And the Phoenix now is out. He's trying to focus down the Phoenix. He's going to get it, but he's already lost the Cyclone. Haas with some fantastic prioritization and focus fire there. Shuts that attack down, says get out, and Special's like, frack, my command center's just started. He's gone for a Liberator in the follow-up against a player who's going Phoenix. Suddenly, Haas, if he can defend the next wave of pressure without losing any workers, Haas is infinitely ahead in this game. The Phoenix are going to be able to scout everything. Special's production is terrible. His economy is also quite weak. Good evacuation there by Special. He's going to pull back. He's got to create threat on the front while sliding the Liberator into the main base. He's doing a good job of it. Haas's only Phoenix going across the map. That's bad for Haas. Haas not going to be in position for this Liberator, but there will be a second Phoenix, I think, popping out at the perfect time. Cyclone there, using some hot pickup micro to dodge some Stalker shots. And let's see, that Liberator going into the main base, but it looks like the Stalkers are already there. That's 6 Stalkers and the Phoenix as well. Great probe pool. Looks like only 1 probe will go down. And yeah, okay, does get a second probe and 1 Stalker. It's not nothing, but he's got to leave. Special's got to leave. Oof. Behind this, reacted Cyclones are coming out, so he's got a very good potential follow-up attack. The problem is, Phoenix can pick up Cyclones. So the dream for Special is you kill a few of these Phoenix out in the open, but oh no, this could be really bad. Yeah, if he can kill 1 or 2 of the Phoenix before the big fights, that's great. But he's already lost 1 Cyclone, and he's trying to save the Marines, but this could be a disaster. He's going to do a double lock on. Okay. There we go. 1 Phoenix does fall. Now he's going to turn and fight, but I think there's too many Stalkers on the ground. There are no lifts left on those Phoenix, though. So there we go. The Cyclones do push him back. He's got 2 more out, another 2 on the way. So this is a position where Special is hugely committed to the early game. No more production. There's no extra barracks. There's no tech labs. There we go. First tech lab's just starting. He's rebuilding his work account to an okay economic position, but if Haas gets out, say, a few Immortals, some Guardian Shield, and if he's just very good at shutting everything down with the Phoenix, picking up a few of these Cyclones, then suddenly Mass Cyclone does not look so good. So there are 6 Cyclones out right now. Ooh! The high ground there blocking the vision, which is why that lock-on got broken there. Behind this, so Haas has seen exactly what's going on. Oh, Shield Battery gets up. Viking does get a few kills, but the Shield Battery now going to block any more from happening. I love the random landed Viking harass. I think it's one of the most powerful things since they added the plus damage to mechanical, which allows them to 2-shot probe 3. Jesus, how much damage? I think it's 3-shot probes, right? Whereas it used to be 4-shot. I could be wrong. It kills them a lot faster. That's what I know. Marine's going to go scout for the 3rd. Random Widow Mine's looking to try and catch a Phoenix. Cyclones are ready to get some lock-ons. He'd love to shut these Phoenix down. He's got to protect his production right now. Those are his most exposed SCVs. That Widow Mine not quite being able to fire there. Haas going to come back in. He's looking for it. There we go. 1 Phoenix, another Phoenix. Nicely done. Only a few lock-ons get done. Ooh, not quite able to finish it off. Marine sees the 3rd base fully complete. 3rd command center is done for Special. He's got a decent SCV count. It's just... he's in a little bit of an interesting position. I've seen Maru play this out quite well from here. So don't get me wrong. I mean, considering Special's a fundamentally stronger player than Haas in terms of, macro, in terms of micro, in terms of, like, basic reactionary strategy, he's always going to outplay Haas, right? And if he can stabilize the game, he might be more comfortable. Very nicely done. Widow Mine takes out a Phoenix. Marine runs away. Tries to lure into another Widow Mine. Cyclones are going to try and punish that. Almost take that Phoenix out. The Phoenix have not got that much done. And these Cyclones, they're not terrible in later fights. They're not great, but they're not terrible. So if he can just get his production up, get his bio army going. Special, of course, is going to be heading to a mid-game focus. 4th and 5th barracks are on the way. Phoenix here going to delay that barracks. One of the most annoying things as a Terran player. I think that's why I get so tilted when I play Phoenix as Terran. So if they intercept my production, the Cyclone's actually trapping these Phoenix right now and gonna chase those Phoenix into the Marines there. And there we go, scan from Special on the natural. But there's a move out coming. Mass Blink Stalkers, 2-1 upgrades on the way. So it's double upgrade, Stalker Sentry, Guardian Shield, plus an armor upgrade is going to mean the Cyclones do very little damage. Ooh, Widowmine might get a kill though. Nice start here for Special. Always good to trade a Widowmine for any Protoss unit, basically. And there we go. Cyclone, Bio, Medevac. Combat Shields isn't done. Aren't even that many Marines right now. The Guardian Shield, oh god. Yeah, he's got to evacuate the third base. Special doesn't... He's got good production up now, but it's just getting established, and his upgrades aren't quite there yet. He's only got +1 up against the 1-1, soon to be 2-1 upgrades. And he's got to fall back now. And this is where I'd love to see Haas just explode into macro. 4th base, halfway done. Still doesn't have the 3rd base gases, so I think just a big charge lot transition is next. Dodges that Widowmine shot, takes it out. Good blink there. Have we got charge yet? No charge. He's going mass Stalker Sentry. He's warping in a few Zealots just to absorb damage. But he's literally just massing Blink Stalker Sentry. Haas is like the only person who would stay on this composition in this scenario. If Special realized this was the case, you would just turtle up and play the most conservative game of all time. Because the Stalkers aren't very good later in the game. You only want to have about 10 or 15 of them. But the thing is, every time he fights into this, like one good wave of force fields, Special loses a few more units, the Stalkers can actually blink on top of him. The upgrade advantage is too good. Haas's like overwhelming army is too good, and siege tanks are actually so required right now, but there's no siege tanks for Special. He's gone for a Widowmine focus. He didn't realize it would just be Stalker Sentry, and Stalker Sentry, they just don't go in range of the Widowmines very much. The Widowmines aren't able to fire. They're not helping in this combat. The Cyclone's not doing damage against Guardian Shield either. There needs to be some ranged damage, whether it be Liberators forcing the Stalkers to blink on top of the Widowmines to snipe them, or some siege tanks. Special, aka Major, as he used to be known, he needs some more damage on the ranged front, in my opinion. I think he's worried about Haas getting to the later stages, but I mean, charge has only just started. Okay, Haas I think didn't realize he didn't have charge. He's just started it now, but he's about to have 2-2 upgrades. These Zealots, oh god, they're gonna get some juicy shots. No, not quite able to fire there. Special's landed his 3rd. His army's getting bigger. His 2-2's on the way. No range libs. No libs on the way. He's got 6 medevacs. There we go. Liberator production does now start up. 4 mineral lines fully going. Haas finally starts his transition to the next stage. Says, all right, Templar Archives, +3. Take the gases there. Still doesn't have the gases on his 3rd, but he doesn't really need it. And it's just going to be Charge Lot, Psystorm as the next step. But he's still got so many Stalkers. These Zealots running forward, they still don't have charge. And Special's going to, yeah, he's tempted to try to pick away some pieces here. My god, these Zealots, just so worthless in this fight. But there might just be too many numbers. The medevacs are actually out of energy because Special's been stimming so much. And Special, I think he needs to fall back here. Yeah, it's tempting to take out these Zealots, but Haas's economy is gigantic, and every single one of Special's units needs to do a ton of work here. He's about to catch up on the upgrades. He's hitting 2-2 up against the 2-2 of Haas. But in about 2 minutes' time, Haas is going to hit 3-3. He's going to take a big upgrade advantage. Widowmine's just going to get baited out by Haas and obviously revealed there as well. But no Psystorm just yet. No upgrade advantage right now. Special's medevacs, though, out of energy, and that does suck. And there we go. Haas finally finds an opening after posturing with Blink Stalkers for minutes on end. Gets into a mineral line, forces a bit of a split there. At the same time, he's going to jump on the front. Some juicy Widowmine shots, though, from Special. Pulls a few of those Widowmines back. At the same time, dodges the other side. Look at the friggin' money for Haas, though. He's just had 4 bases mining for so long. He's like, lol, warp in some High Templar, warp in some Zealots, keep roaming around. Special here is just playing defense simulator. If he can just hang on to get out some more ghosts, to get out some more liberators, and maybe he can survive. But he's not able to do that just yet. And Psystorm is kicking in 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Psystorm has hit the field. It is out. 3-3, almost ready for Haas as well. Takes a medevac out with some nice target fire. Ghosts in the front line. One of them goes down very quickly to the Stalkers. Good control by Haas. Not sure if that was a purposeful target fire or just fortuitous AI there targeting from those Stalkers, but a Ghost going down is huge right now. He needs the EMPs on those High Templars. His 3rd base getting focused. It goes down. What is Special's army doing? It was rotating down to the south. I think he's trying to get rid of the counterattack. The mass repair somehow keeps this alive, but the Psystorm comes forward. The EMP hasn't landed, and there we go. Juicy Psystorms. That third one was a little bit of a whiff. Only one Psystorm remaining, but it lands in the middle. At the same time, Zealots in the natural mineral line. Special has been worn down. Talk about a stressful game there. Sneaky, cheeky cannon rush from Haas. Transitions onwards from there. Defends Special's counter pressures beautifully. Very minimal damage. And then he just goes into this non-stop Blinkstalker Sentry overwhelming assault, just looking for the angle. And just with the superior economy and numbers, he almost broke Special multiple times. Grabbed a fourth, went up to the charge lots. And the Storm, and takes game one. So not a bad play at all. Man, mass Blinkstalker Sentry against Terran is very brave, but you know what? They don't have siege tanks. You can do exactly what he did there. Just a few siege tanks in there would have changed everything, but it's such a rare scenario, and really it's Zealots that are the scary thing, which is why you go for the Widow Mines, because you don't want them to just jump on you with mass charge lot. Especially a player like Haas, who is generally thought of as what we call a cheeky bugger, which is a term which means he doesn't play reactionary StarCraft. He prefers to act rather than react. He likes to try and punch his opponent in the face before his opponent even knows he's in a fight. He is not averse to walking up behind his opponent and trying to kick him in the nuts from behind. I don't know if anyone's ever pulled off that maneuver here in chat, but if you can pull that off, usually you win the fight. Usually. It's pretty rare you don't. Hey, Milnek, what's happening, mate? Thanks for hanging out. What does Protoss do about a 4 Cyclone and a few Marine Rush? Says, Angry Porcupine. Dude, you should open up my past broadcasts, look at today's VOD, and go back like at 1.5 hours. We were just doing a coaching session where towards the end of it, I was showing him how to micro against Cyclones. And that like literally is your answer. Immortals are amazing versus Cyclones. Stalkers are good as well, but you've got to micro your Stalkers quite well, whereas Immortals, it helps if you micro them, but you don't necessarily need to because they counter Cyclones so well. It was a tasteless prediction on the CC. I mean, it should have gone down a lot quicker, right? He did end up dying. It was a little bit later, but still. My man. All right, guys, here we go. Game number 2. Up 1 game in this series. Down here in the bottom right in the blue, he is Haas. Up here in the top left-hand side in the red, probably the best Terran, I think most of us would say, in terms of overall consistency and results in the last few years. The Mexican Terran, his name is Special. Made it to the semifinals of 2017 WCS Global Finals at BlizzCon, and is all-around very solid player. All right, Haas is going to go for... Oh my god, it's a Zealot Stalker Rush. That's a 15 gate, guys. That is the fastest gateway you can go, followed up by a very fast gas. Only now does he chrono boost probes. He actually cut probe production. I think he might have even built a 13 pylon. That was, oh my god, this is, yep. So, I'm not sure if he's going to proxy a gate or proxy a, oh, he's going to proxy Stargate. Ah, okay, because he's gone for the second, okay. He might go across the map with a Zealot, but I think he's just going to proxy Stargate. Really fast Oracle. Very fast Oracle. Maybe a Void Ray if he wants to do the Shield Battery Rush. We'll see. So there we go. Already putting 2 workers on each gas. Cybercore's already down, and it's the Shield Battery Rush. He's going proxy Void Ray, boys and girls. I'm quite sure. Might go Oracle first. Might go Void Ray into Oracle, but yeah, it's almost 100% going to be that. So Probe's going to come in from a bit of an awkward angle. Oh, Special was not paying attention, or he would have immediately sent his SCV in that direction. You see a probe coming from there. That is a huge tell. Haas lazy on his pathing. Normally you would path the probe back to here and then tell it to go in to make it look like it's come from your base. Haas didn't do that, but I don't think Special's picked up on it. He's gone for a Reaper expand on the low ground, which you definitely wouldn't do if you're worried about that. And that Stargate is on the way. This is such a fast Stargate. Holy shit. Haas doesn't care about his economy. He's chrono boosting out an Adept because that is the fastest unit to get across the map. The Reaper's coming out. He knows it's a one base. He sees that being chronoed. The Reaper is going to try and stop this probe. He's got to stop him getting up shield batteries in his base. Is Haas going to go for the pylon though? He doesn't have the money right now. No. He's just going to accept the loss. Meanwhile, he's got an Adept going out across the map. Is he going to send another probe for the shield batteries? He's already got one on the gold. Oh, this might just be an Oracle into gold base. Or Void Ray Oracle into gold base. Either way, he's already planning for the next step. It's not a kill move. He almost wants to force the overreaction. So this Reaper's going to try and depower this, but guess what? The Adept gets to kill the SCV on the natural. The SCV trying to run for his life. Little drilly boy, no match for a laser frisbee girl. Gonna get out of there, raise the depot! Just barely saves that SCV. Good play there by Special. This is getting very low. I wonder if he uses the Oracle. No, the Adept does come down. Haas is going to get that Reaper if you don't watch out. Good pullback by Special, but if Haas has managed to click that shade on the Reaper, it will go down. And there we go. Laser Frisbee barely did not get to heal in time. That one Marine in the mineral line, and no match for this laser boy. Disco Ball of Doom. The Adept even reaching over the reactor there. Now, the downside of this proxy Stargate, guys, is your Oracle actually spawns so close to the enemy workers, you don't get a lot of time to gain energy before you turn on your laser beam. As a result, runs out of energy and has to leave, but has already done damage so early. 6 workers down. Special wants to go Reactor Cyclone, and oh my god, he spots the gold base. Special with some great preparation, knows the follow-up. Command Center also did manage to get finished while the Adept was killing the Reaper. We've got a Widow Mine on the way, as well as a Marine. There's already a Cyclone in the main. Look at that. Doesn't fall for the Adept bait. It says, right now, I've got to leave these units here covering for that Oracle. And was it just one Oracle? It was just one Oracle. Oh, my God. So such a just, look, let's get damage with this and immediately swap into the Expand. Does he spot the Twilight Council? Special, you got to spot the Twilight Council. Sees the Twilight Council. And it's going to be Blink. Yeah, you're really worried about charge here, but even Blink is a big problem. Especially on this map, since there's so many areas where you can blink into that main base, and it takes a long time for units to get from down here defending the front up the ramp into the main. By that time, Stalkers can already ravage a mineral line. Looks like, oh, accidentally attacks his own Cyclone there. Bit of a traitor moment. Oracle and Stalker coming out across this map right now. 2 Adepts here as well. Gonna try and punish the fact that Special's clearing up the Stargate, maybe. Okay, just gonna be a bit conservative. Shades on forwards. Tons of Cyclones on the way for Special. Excuse me, guys, just casually burping into my mic. I am a professional commentator. Professional. Oh, no! Oh, Haas! He could have microed over this piece of high ground, and the lock would have been broken. I think he was going in that direction, but he didn't quite get it in time. Didn't realize he'd misclicked that Oracle. Loses the Oracle for free. But, here we go. Great stutter step on the Stalkers. Someone was asking earlier, how do you beat a few Marines and a pack of 4 Cyclones? Notice how Haas would shoot the Stalkers, move back. Shoot the Stalkers, move back. Special realized he was just going to lose all his Cyclones for free, so he's pulled back to the high ground where the Stalkers can't utilize that micro. 2 Hellions going across the map as well as a Widow Mine. Widow Mine quickly turns around. It's trying to survive, but no, the Stalkers with the focus fire a little bit too quick. Cancel on the shade, but a Stalker goes down there. So if the Cyclones are allowed to stand and shoot, they ravage Stalkers really hard. But if the Stalkers keep dodging backwards, so the Cyclones have to keep changing targets, their damage goes way down. Haas there accidentally rallies that in. But 2 Stalkers at home reject the Hellions. They're going to go to the top right and try to hit that gold mineral line. Do you recall here as Haas, or do you have a warp in time? Those Hellions, oh, dude. It's Fury Road time right here, and you better watch out because these guys have filled up on their fill of tasty, tasty blood. They are ready to roast the economy of Haas. Already 3 or 4 probes going down, and just going to back off with that. Keeps the Hellions alive, keeps the threat alive. One of the most frustrating things that he could do now. Losing the Oracle was huge. This was a massive mess up by Haas. Otherwise, he'd be able to blink in the main, cancel the stim upgrade right now. He can't do... Oh, lets the shade finish. He lets the shade finish. Both Adepts go down. That's a much bigger sacrifice than just using your Oracle. Losing the Oracle earlier really, really messed Haas up. It does get both Tech Labs. unfortunately loses 2 Stalkers and 2 Adepts for it. So it's an okay trade, but it's not the huge positive you're hoping for as Haas. And especially after losing a bunch of probes on the natural. What's the total workers killed? 4 workers killed by Special. Okay, not that many. 8 killed by Haas. It's, it's definitely slowed him down a little. He does have the gold base, so he's got pretty good mineral income. Obviously, those gold minerals mine about 40% faster than regular minerals, but another Stalker's gone down. Killing the bunker is nice, but other than that, what does he really kill? A bunker's not worth that much. 1 Marine, not worth that much. Adepts warping in. I mean, that's going to provide high ground vision, but what else? Is he going to blink on... Oh, no, I think Haas is going too deep. Okay, guys, let me explain the brain thought process of a madman. He wants the depots to be lowered here so that he can get these up here, and he wants to dive in and kill Stim again. And basically force Special to just never get Stim up. But right now, I think at this point, Special's okay. Those 4 Cyclones holding the line, the Marines and Marauders adding hurt. At this point, if the Blink Micro is good enough, it's okay, but so many Stalkers not being blinked back. Haas here headbutting in a brutal way and just getting massacred. I mean, yeah, he's killing off some Terran units, but this is not enough. Nice micro there when the numbers get smaller, but the damage has already been done. He's lost too many units. And even though he does... Actually, if he gets rid of the bunker, maybe, but... Oh, he's already invested so much in this. As long as Special holds, gets Stim and shields up, he's going to be okay. Haas is pretty much all in on this move. He's got no tech behind it, no upgrades. All he's got is charge and blink on the upgrades. All he can do is maybe drop a 3rd, go into mass charge a lot, maybe add a forge and get some upgrades, but that's a long way away. And look at this. In the midst of the aggression, Special says, I think you need a little bit of a taste of my freedom. And just sieges up that mineral line. The Stalkers try to break the ramp. Good blink out of there. But the probes already, 4, 5 probes go down, loses a lot of mining time, and that Liberator is just going to move positions as well. Unsieges, immediately resieges, seeing as those probes went back to mining. The Stalker's desperate to do some damage, but so many probes going down, and that Liberator, oh my gosh, gets up to 14 kills, so 10 kills on the Liberator. The Stalker's still poking forward at the ramp. The lack of high ground vision, the lack of an Oracle has just undone Haas in this game. I feel like Haas almost definitely would have won if Haas had managed to get up that Oracle. But even with this, I didn't realize this expansion was down. Another gold base. That's 2 gold mineral lines. The problem is the unit's lost tab, right? 1,200 resources less efficient. And not only that, it's the tech. Special now has Stim, combat shields, concussive, 1-1 going to be finished. That's a 2 upgrade advantage. Stim, Bio, and Medevac already beats Stalkers. You add a 2 upgrade advantage, and the Stalkers are on a 1-way journey to Dicktown. There's no ifs or buts. It doesn't matter how good your micro is. Stalkers cannot stand up to Marine Marauder with an upgrade advantage, with Medevac support. Definitely not in large pitched battles. Haas, though, is swapping to charge lots. He's kind of looking to flank them. He's going to go for it. He's baiting them out, but he's already lost a lot of these Stalkers, and he comes forward. But look at that. Those Widow Mines there does get a nice shot, and Special realizing, all right, you're investing in mass charge lot. That's a short-term composition. Pulls up his ramp, says, don't worry, I know I've already fucked your main with my Liberator. Now it's time for my Marines to join the party. And look at this, focus firing these units. Remember, units can't be healed by the shield battery while they're warping in. So he was focus firing them and killing them before they finished warping in. So the shield battery wasn't able to do its magic healing stream there. The Stalkers are going to come home to defend, but the main base, all the pylons going down. The tech, the production being depowered. Haas here just getting way too aggressive in this game. And I think, tries to pick up that Medevac, just goes flying down the abyss on the left-hand side of the map. 1-1 upgrades are on the way for Haas. He's still got 2 full gold mineral lines. That means he can make a ton of charge lots. If he can get a flank on Special's army, maybe drag some Widow Mine fire into his own Medevacs and Marines, there's still a chance here for Haas. But the army supply is pretty gross. 40 supply lead. The Stalker's not really going to help out too much anymore. The 1-1 upgrades is still about a minute away for Haas. Special's not going to give him time. Special's like, seriously, you've got a gold base, a second gold base. And he's just like, time for your punishment, you scummer. He harnesses all of those tears of the Terran players, all the rage of the ladder Terrans. He's gathering them all up together right now. It's like, he's got a stocking. Rather than pennies, he's filling it up with the fucking hardened, salty, fossilized tears of Terran versus Protoss players. He's gathering them up and he's getting ready to just punch Haas in the face. He's got a 3rd down now. Once again, he's saying, you know what? There's no reason to overextend into you. I've got double Liberator Harass that's going to go down the north. Another drop's going to go mess up your main and depower all of your production. All I need to do is just keep filling up that stocking. One little fucking fossilized Terran tier at a time. And here we go. Liberator's going to land on both mineral lines. Do you like freedom? I hope you like freedom. I also hope you like fucking Gauss rifle bullets in your face. The Marines and Marauders defending on this side. Here we go. Nice multi-prong. Multi-prong. Haas comes in from the south, but Jesus, those stalkers just disappear. And these zealots on the north not really finding purchase either. That lib unsieges, sieges again. This Liberator has completely evacuated this base. The main is forfeit. Haas's economy is gone. His economy has dropped to literally nothing. He has no income right now whatsoever. Oh, man. Special. Getting some nice revenge for that game number 1, that cannon rush. Here we go. Zealots coming forward. Stalkers coming forward. Special. He's played this one very well. Marines and Marauders standing strong. He still hasn't stimmed, interestingly. There we go. He finally stims once he knows Haas is committed. Shuts him down. Haas is like, yeah, okay. All right, buddy. You win this game. You win this game. GG's. That's 1-1, guys. Special ties it up, and I'm glad Juanito found his way back into that one. He raised his Dorito high and then stabbed Haas in the eye with it. You guys ever stabbed someone in the eye with a fucking Dorito? Special has. It's what happens when you get mad because people cannon rush you and then they wreck you with mass blink stalk, a sentry, and they storm all your Terran units, and you're sad, but then you get angry and you stab them in the eye with a Dorito. High quality eye. Thank you so much for the 3-month resub, dude. Appreciate that.
Two Stargates making oracles. What is going on?
Siege T with the 22-month resub as well. Says longest Twitch Prime subscriber. Thank you so much, dude. Coming up on 2 years. You're only 2 months off getting your rainbow badge. Much love, dude. High quality with 87 with the 3-month resub. Says Pig, 1/3 of the way to our first kid. Lots of love. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate the 3 months resub there. Can't wait until we have that baby. It's going to be really ugly, but we'll love it anyway. We'll take good care of it. Raise that Dorito to stab Hasito. That's the new copy pasta, guys. It's not raise this Dorito to help Juanito. Get with the times. Come on, mates. Magical says, I've only stabbed myself in the eye. I've only stabbed myself. Fair enough. All right, here we go, guys. It is time for game number 3 of this series. Sorry as it takes us a little bit of downtime to load up these replays. Up here in the top left-hand side, getting one back on the board, the Red Terran. He is special. Down here in the bottom right-hand side, in the blue, the Protoss player. He is Haas. So, Haas is going to send a probe out at the very start of the game. Yet again, it's a 14 gate. Same build as last game, guys. I think it's 13 pylon, 14 gate, or I think it's 14 pylon, 14 gate. One or the other. Either way, this cuts probe production a little bit, but gets your gateway down way faster. You still get your gas down on 16, similar time to when it normally goes down, but you can start your gates sooner. Now, just for the newer players watching, how does that help? Last game he went to Stargate. Remember, that allows him to start his Cybercore valuable seconds earlier, which allows him to start his Stargate earlier. That's an odd... That makes me think Robo. That makes me think Robo, that position. I don't know. It's just an odd position. It's interesting. I've thought about proxying here, but doesn't the Reaper run straight past here? This is interesting. I guess you're never going to check there with an SCV. Once the Reaper sees it, it's already too late. So it's established, maybe. I'm not sure. Trying to decipher Haas's thought process, always a little bit tough, guys. So this is what we call the fake probe. It's where you pretend to scout while a second probe actually comes out and does your dirty business. Gas steal! Ooh! All right, special. A guy who has shown he loves cyclones as his response. That seems to be his response when the game gets down and dirty. Guess what you can't build a lot of? You can't get fast tech. You can't get fast cyclones when you're only on 1 gas. This probe being a real dick. He's just fucking zapping this SCV. Drilly Boy just wants to build a command center. Probe wants to be a debag. And look at this. He's scouting for proxies. He knows there's going to be a proxy. Why wouldn't you just scout every game for proxies? Well, guess what? Haas has fucking mind gamed him, and he's built the Robo right out front his fucking base. And look at this. The probe's buying time. It goes in specifically to pull the Reaper back by a few seconds, and guess what? The Reaper's going to go right. The Reaper's going to go right and scout. Okay, no, he's not. He's finally going to scout. But he's like, oh, fuck me. There's a robo outside my base. There's already an adept coming across the map. Oh, my God. This is going to be nasty. And he's going factory. I think what you got to do here as special is bunker up the high ground. I don't think you can defend the low ground because he can always drop in the main then with Prism Immortal. This is going to be a filthy rush. Definitely Immortal rushes against Terran, something you guys know I'm very well versed in. I do these all the time. There's already an Immortal on the way. Another pylon on the front. Is there another gateway unit? Yes, a second Adept on the way. And, oh, if he can stop that bunker going up, that's going to be pretty huge. But actually, no, he's going to go for the Command Center SCV first. And does manage to take that out. Now notice, if the probe gets a hit in, it only takes 2 adept shots to kill an SCV. That's why we've noticed Haas being so active with that probe, making sure all of those SCVs were damaged so that the adept wouldn't have to waste a 3rd shot on it. A pylon does go down there. Another pylon being thrown down at the front. Might be building shield batteries there, but ooh, that pops out. The Reaper goes down, and this adept, where's the... Oh, the adept actually got in the base. The adept got in the base, damaged a few Marines, but good micro from Special, managed to take that down. He's got a bunker there. Abandoning the low ground is Special. He's trying to get out Cyclones. I don't know if that's the most important thing right now. He's cleared up the second gas. He's obsessed with trying to get out his starport. He's stuck on this as his reaction, and I don't know if it's the right call against Haas's build. We'll see. The Cyclone's out now. Ooh, that Adept Shade going to provide high ground vision. Great play there. Second Immortal is on the way. We've got shield batteries down here as well. Haas here with a filthy, filthy rush. I'm loving the mind games. I'm getting excited. The Adept Shade provides the high ground vision, allowing Haas. He's trying to target that Cyclone with the Immortal. He can't quite reach it. But here we go. Shield batteries in range. There we go. Factory with the Tech Lab. He's going to try and get a siege tank out. Not a bad choice. He's finally put workers on that second gas after being denied for much of this game. Great micro from Special. I would have lost this Cyclone ages ago. But Special just keeping it back constantly. Right now, though, there's only one... Okay, there we go. I was going to say, is there only one Marine? They were all in the wrong bunker. This bunker here, holding strong. Siege tank is on the way. He's got to change that rally point. He does do that, but there we go. Supply block! And Special's already building more depots, but that's still a massive nuisance. The orbital's very low. There is a starport up, so Liberator could help out. He's going to have to lift the barracks now as well. And here we go, the Warp Prism's here. Oh no, the Cyclone! The Cyclone in the open! And the Siege Tank. Okay, the Siege Tank pops out. You got to siege that really far back. You've got to be so careful here. If that Siege Tank goes down, you are screwed. Haas is hunting though. He's hungry. Have you guys ever played Hungry Immortal? That's the name of the game. The goal is you drop your Immortals on their Siege Tank, and if it dies, you win the game. Hungry Immortal, let's go. The Siege Tank's like, get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out, but it dies. Oh, Haas wins Hungry Immortal. And, oh no, that's so fucking bad, man. There's a Viking, though. Okay, there's a Viking that's going to be coming out. It's going to go for the Warp Prism, but the Tech Lab's already going down. Oh, I knew this factory was in a bit of a dirty position. And look at that, he doesn't even care. His Warp Prism's like, I've got 6 shield batteries in your natural. That's 1,800 hit points of damage. This Warp Prism is effectively 5 carriers. It has the hit points of 5 carriers as long as it's got the shield batteries underneath it. The Viking will literally never kill it. Oh my god, Haas, you disgusting dirty boy. Oh my god, my motherly instincts are kicking in. I want to just give him a wash. I'm like, get in the shower, you're gross. Ugh. Ugh. Special is no doubt fucking mad at this point. Look at this, he's pulling SCVs, his Widowmine's burrowing, the Vikings shooting its 47th volley into the Prism, realizing it's doing literally fucking nothing, and it turns out Hungry Immortals triumph once again. Holy fuck balls, that was disgusting. That siege tank was just not in a safe enough position. He needed to empty his bunkers in the direction of that Prism, or have the Viking out. But yeah, he needed to keep that siege tank further back. Losing that tank... That was it. That was it. I'm going to go back to that moment here real quick. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Wait. Oh, no, that was another siege tank that came out as well, right? Oh, yeah. He sieges it up too close again. Yeah. And the Immortals were just like, nope. That was yeah, same thing happened again, man. You can't feed the Immortals. Immortals are like fucking pigeons and stuff, guys. You feed them, and suddenly there's more of them, and you just can't get rid of them. Yeah, that siege tank, not in a good enough position. Only 2 Marines covering it. But if he unloaded these Marines in that direction, maybe. But it's still not covered well enough. This bunker's actually not helpful. I get why he built it, but if his siege tank was like nestled up here, I think then maybe this is okay. But yeah, the Viking was a little bit late as well. That Viking's down here. The Warp Prism has to get back to the shield battery straight away. He's so close to getting out of there. If that tank survives... He can hold. He absolutely can. Yeah. Oh. Feel for special, man. But GG, well played. Haas is just a beast. It's a beast. And the proxy location